My name is Jorge Damian de la Paz. I am the Senior Strategist for Government Innovation for County Mayor Daniela Levine-Cava. I'm part of the Mayor's Equity and Engagement team. I help advise the Mayor on housing issues. We're working on various housing solutions right now, including creating a new loan fund to finance the development of affordable housing countywide. We're also going to be doing a multi-sector housing summit to discuss housing solutions. And it's hard work, right? Like, I regularly show up to city and county commission meetings to advocate for housing issues. And one of the things that was most heartening about that process is that you would have just like 2 or 3 people speaking cogently on an item was more than enough to shift the tone of debate. So I was fortunate to show up on things like parking exemptions to large scale housing policy. I was able to really push the needle, right? Showing up at the right time, saying the right things, understanding the political tailwinds, really showing a way forward. I'm a Miami native and I have deep ties to this community, right? I want to fight to make it better. And that's really what I've been doing for the last 10 years, right? It's in every role I have had, from Miami Coalition for the Homeless to my current role, is with that spirit, is trying to make this place more equitable, more vibrant, more inclusive. More and more cities are looking more like Miami. So this is like the laboratory for new urban solutions, right? If you can't figure it out here, you're not gonna be able to do it elsewhere. Because places are looking more and more like Miami, becoming more diverse, more fragmented. You could actually change things here. And I think that should be inspiring and exciting to people. I mean, it requires a lot of dedication and focus. I don't wanna understate the difficulty of it, but it's possible. And we've seen it time and time again, people showing up and fighting for change and being successful. I think Miami has a really underappreciated history of housing activism that was successful, from tenants organizing, to fight rent decontrol in the 1940s till now, right? I like to shed more light on that, right? That it's not just Miami is like this paradigm of problems, but also solutions. Yeah, I'm absolutely humbled, and I think as a young urbanist, it's important to highlight just how young Miami is itself. Incorporated 1896, it's 120 years old. Last year we vaccinated a 108-year-old. We have living people that are only slightly younger than the city itself, right? Most of its development occurred just within the 20th century. Over half of the county's residential units were built after 1980. It's a place that's constantly reinventing itself. You could really shape the built environment here. And the other thing that's really interesting with the name is like warrior, right? Like, which suggests like presence and fighting and negotiation and compromise and coalition building and advocacy. And that has been a running theme throughout my work, right? As a housing advocate, as a researcher trying to build new things that work. And then at County Hall, like working as a convener, trying to bring various groups to the table, right, to solve these serious issues. My advice would be to be persistent, to be pragmatic, be creative. Those are important virtues, right, to get you past, right? No, is really that persistence, that focus, understanding what you can do within the constraints, right? Of a lot of policy, of governance, of politics. And figuring a way through it. Miami's a place worth fighting for. I would emphasize that. I think it's precious. There's few places like it, and we need to bring everything to bear to make this place even better than it is.